All right, a proof, yay. Okay, given that RS is congruent to UT. So RS is congruent to UT, and RT is congruent to US. So here's US, here's RT. We want to prove that the two triangles are congruent. We want to prove that RST and UTS. So here's our two triangles. How do we prove they're congruent? Okay, well, first thing you do in a proof, write down all of your given information. RS congruent to UT, RT congruent to US. Given. Okay, next. Let's see, I have two sides. I'm not quite sure if any of these angles are congruent because I wasn't told anything about the lines being parallel and I wasn't given any angles. But I do know that these two triangles share this side. So that side is the same for both of them. So I'm going to say TS is congruent to TS by the reflexive property. And now I have a side, and a side all being congruent on both triangles. So RST is congruent to, triangle UTS, and my reason, side, side, side. Done. Okay. Name the congruent triangles, and how do we know these two triangles are congruent? This, I just wanted to see if you can identify if it's angle, side, angle, side, angle, side, 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 or angle, angle, side. Okay, those are the four. Write those down. You should know those. Okay, so let's look. I know that both of these triangles share this side. And now I have two angles and a side. So just choose one of them. I'm going to choose an angle and start going around the triangle to see the order. So angle, angle, side. So these two triangles are congruent by angle, angle, side, and we have to write what two triangles are congruent. So triangle SRT is congruent to, and when you write your first triangle, it doesn't matter what order you put the first triangle in, but be careful when you do your second triangle that you write the correct order. So if I start with S on this one, I have to start with U, the same angle on this one. So U. Then I went S to R, so the short side, so I have to go U to R. And then the third point's always the one that's left over. So T. There we go. Those are my two congruent triangles in the figure, and they're congruent by angle, angle, side. Okay, this was from our last section we did. An isosceles triangle, RST, with base RS, 4A units long. So like I said, a good thing to do on these is to start by just sketching what it says and then placing it on the coordinate plane. So RST, it's isosceles triangle, so I'm going to say these sides are the same. With base RS. This triangle does not have a base RS. So if I switch my TNS, now I have base RS. Triangle RST, it's isosceles, my base is RS, and the base is 4A units long. Okay, so it looks like it fits all of that. Now I'm going to place it on the coordinate plane. So the prompt for a problem like this would say position and label the following triangle on the coordinate plane. And then it would give you this information, and you would put this on the coordinate plane and label all of your vertices. So R is at 0, 0. S, it's 4A long, so 4A, 0. I didn't go up or down any. And T is going, T has to be halfway in between. So I go 2A over, And I was never given a height of this triangle, so I can put any variable for how high up I go, for my y-coordinate. So I'm going to put b. Connect all of our lines. And we're done. Okay? And let's just make sure. Isosceles triangle. There we go. This is an isosceles triangle with base RS. That's 4A units long, and my triangle is RST. I've labeled all of my points, so I'm done. And finally, on this problem, let's see, on this problem, I forgot to give you the information. CFD, triangle CFD, is equilateral. Okay? So on a test, you'd be given that information, and you would have to put your little tick marks on your triangles, okay? So CFT is equilateral. I'm going to make these two, since I've already used one tick mark there. And another thing that we've been given is that the measure of AFD equals 150 degrees. So AFD, all of this, green is 150 degrees, okay? 150. Okay, we want to find CFD. What does CFD equal? Okay, so this tests isosceles triangle knowledge, equilateral triangle knowledge. So since this is an equilateral triangle, all of the angles inside this triangle are the same. So I'm going to go ahead and place that information. 60 degrees, 60 degrees. So CFD is going to be 60 degrees. Okay. Let's do angle 5. Angle AFB. How can we find angle AFB? Well, if I know that this whole green angle here has to be 150 degrees, then I can find this. I'm going to put X for now. So that would be 35 plus 60, which is 95. Subtract the 95 from this total, 150, minus 95. And you should get, when you do that, 55. Okay, so this X, I'm going to erase that. We know it's 55 degrees. So AFB, oh, we just found it, 55 degrees. What would BAF be? BAF, boop, boop, boop. Since these sides are equal by the isosceles triangle theorem, the angles opposite those sides are also equal. So this is also going to be 55 degrees. So BAF is 55 degrees. Okay, that'll do it for your Chapter 4 review. Good luck studying. Work on those problems I assigned in class. For extra practice, feel free to come by, stop by in the morning to check your answers, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.